Hey everybody, welcome back to the My Bourbon Journey Whiskey Review channel and another sample spotlight review. So today's review is going to be from a company by the name of Whiskey Thief Distilling Company. This whiskey specifically is going to be their Down Home Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey batch number 2. Mash bill on this is going to come in at 74% corn, 18% rye, 8% malted barley. Proof, 113.2 proof or 56.6% ABV. It is going to be age stated as 12 years, which will be obviously on the bottle, and MSRP will be right around that $120 price point. So typically what I try to do is with my reviews, we'll go through the appearance, we'll nose it, taste it, get into the finishing part of it, and then really talk about anything else that may apply to the whiskey itself. So, all right. So as you can see, color-wise, really, really nice, deep, rich amber type of color to that. So, and again, moving it around in the glass has this real nice oily characteristic to it as well. So, really nice, kind of almost like a red type of hue to it as well. So, all right, let's get into the nose. So right away, this like really rich vanilla note is right there in your face. A little bit of an oak or a smokiness to it as well. Really nice, deep, rich caramel, like almost like a Werther's type of caramel note. Again, that vanilla, it's really, really, really heavy on the vanilla. Slight orange zest to it there as well, or orange peel, something along those lines. But really nice, rich, this nice, rich oak vanilla note. Really nice spice. That oak is there. That vanilla is there. Really, really rich in both of those two. And I'd say even a bit of like an underlying, kind of like a milk chocolate type of note to it as well. So, all right, this will be really, really interesting. And again, what I try to do with a lot of whiskey is not only to move it around in the glass, that way you'll kind of see maybe how oily it is when the legs are kind of running on the glass, but to also allow it to open up a little bit, especially with higher proof whiskeys. It's kind of important to not only just maybe let it sit out for 5, 10, 15 minutes to let it kind of open up, let some of the ethanol escape, but just to kind of, move it around in the glass a little bit and get some air to it. It really helps open up some of these high proof whiskeys. So, all right, let's give this one a try. Cheers. So just like the palate, just like the nose, that rich vanilla is there. Definitely some proof, you're feeling that. So it is a little bit hot initially. But that rich vanilla, that deep oak is there. Still some of those caramels, the vanillas. Really, really that rich vanilla is there. But again, nice barrel notes to it, that char that's there. Again, maybe that slight bit of smoke I was getting on the nose is there a little bit on the palate as well. And then kind of on the maybe mid palate, I'm getting this like kind of peanut brittle type of note. Not something I get very often, but there's some of that like kind of just a peanut brittle type of note. Slight amount of zest there to it. I guess I wouldn't necessarily even describe it as orange. It's just that zestiness that you get from an orange or a lemon, something along those lines. So very, very interesting. Yeah, just those really nice, rich vanillas, that nice oak that's there. Again, it's more of an oaky forward type of bourbon, so you've got to like that oak that's there. But again, there's still those nice rich notes to it. That's the one thing I guess I would stress with this. And again, as with this being, again, this is non-chill filtered. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but when you're not stripping those fatty acids and things out of a bourbon, it's really allowing for that to coat your mouth really well, which is just imparting more flavors, allows the finish to be, nice, something that's leaving those finishing aspects that are there. And this is doing all of that. So the finish is really, really nice and long, leaves you with, still some of those oak characteristics, definitely some vanilla that's there, underlying caramel type of notes, a standard type of bourbon notes, but just the richness that's there. It's a really, really, really nice, bourbon whiskey. So, and again, finish wise, I'd say it's probably on the longer side of medium, if not long in general, but really, really nice and rich with that vanilla, that oak, a little bit of smoke that's there. And still some of that like lingering spice that's there as well. So really, really nice, and just overall its richness. That's something I think a lot of people, really appreciate with a nice quality bourbon, and this is definitely one of those. So again, this is from this is their Down Home Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, batch number 2. There was their batch 1 that was, I think, maybe either about 6 or 8 months ago. So that was only, I believe, a single barrel, and this is other barrels that are blended. So there are more more bottles of this that are going to be available. And I think this is just about ready to be released as of the 1st of December, right around the first part of December of 2019. So keep your eyes out for that. And I think right now the only distribution, I believe, is going to be Kentucky and maybe Tennessee. So keep an eye out for that. So again, just to kind of recap, this is again Down Home Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, batch number 2, mash bill 74% corn, 18% rye, and 8% malted barley, coming in at 113.2 proof or 56.6% ABV. It is age stated as 12 years, and the MSRP on this is going to be right around that $120 price point. So with that being said, I have to say thanks to the guys at Whiskey Thief Distilling Company for providing the sample for me to do a review of. And as always, thanks to you guys for tuning into another sample spotlight review. So with that being said, and like I say, it's about the journey and not the destination. Cheers.